Welcome everybody to another episode of the Jason Coleman Show. Happy Sunday to you. We got a really great show lined up for you today. We got Natalie and Avery here. How y'all doing back there?
Doing great.
Avery very affirmatively says we're doing great. We are doing great. Hope you are as well. We've got the first of a little two-part Sunday series in store for you today, celebrating the best of Floyd Cramer's class of albums. So if you were a Floyd Cramer fan, which we happen to be, I guess we're a little bit biased since he was my granddad, you will know that back in the 60s and 70s for, I believe, 10 consecutive years, Grandad released these albums called Class of 65, 66, and so on, and where he would play his own arrangements on the piano of what were the biggest hits of that day. And so today and next Sunday, we're going to be marching through all of these albums, and I'll pick a few of my favorites, of his favorites from that year, and play one or two songs from every one of the albums. So we're starting today back with 1965. And by the way, if you happen to recognize your year here in the midst of these songs that we're playing, if you happen to be the class of 65 or 66 yourself, which I'm sure you're all far too young to have actually, been part of these classes back then. But if by chance you are, be sure to chime in the comments and say, hey, that was me, that was my year, and maybe you'll hear these songs from back in the day as well. So we have the original albums here that I wanted to share with you while I'm playing them. In fact, some of them are in better shape than others, but they're all just some family treasure. So here, the class of 65, the first song I played for you, King of the Road, from that year, and going to play another one now from this great album. This next song was written actually back in the 40s, but it was revived in 1965 by three artists who all had this on the charts at the same time, which is sort of funny. Bert Kaempfert, Vic Dana, and of course Wayne Newton for this next song. So from 1965, the class of 65, this is Red Roses for a Blue Lady. Strangers in the Night, of course, a good Sinatra tune from 1966 and my granddad's Class of 66 album, one of the biggest songs from that year that he played. And by the way, these are the original albums we've had in our family for a long time. And you'll see some of them actually have these little post-it notes on them, which we have tried not to touch and to leave there because these are notes that my granddad would have made at some point. In fact, you can see here, these were our song titles. Maybe as he was going through some of his old albums, he was trying to figure out what would be good ones to re-record or replay. And what happens to be first on the list here that he wrote is Strangers in the Night. Love Letters, Spanish Flea, these are great songs. But yeah, so cool. If you may not have this post-it note on your album at home if you happen to have this copy because it's straight from Granddad's hands as he's picking out some good songs. So we'll see along the way if any of the ones that I picked out line up with his selections as well. It's pretty cool to go back and look at all these great albums. So we'll go from 66 now onward to 1967 and Floyd Cramer's Class of 67 album, which again has a sticky note here with a few selections that he has made. I'm going to play for you from this album. There we go. Stay put. Oh no. There you are. We'll play from Class of 67 now, a hit from 67. In fact, this one, though, prior to 1967, was released by really a who's who of country artists back in the 50s and 60s, like Ray Price, Patti Page, Katie Wells, Everly Brothers even, but it was actually Engelbert Humperdinck who had the biggest success with this song. You know, that was our backup name for Avery. It was Avery Engelbert Coleman, so we went with Cramer, you know, but Engelbert, that's not a bad name, right, Avery? He didn't. Right, he says right. So Engelbert Humperdinck had the biggest success with this song, especially in the UK, evidently, where it hit number 1 and remained on the charts for more than an entire year. 56 weeks it was on the Billboard, or on the charts there in the UK as a hit. This is Release Me. The Jason Coleman Show is only made possible because of your support. So here are 3 ways you can help us keep the music playing. First, you can check out my CDs and songbooks, including my new Simply Piano albums featuring the best songs from our Sunday shows. They're all available at jasonmusicstore.com. Second, the tip jar is always open at jasoncolemanmusic.com/tip if you'd like to leave a gift. And third, you can join our supporter family. This is a simple way for you to enjoy even more music from my family and me and support what we're doing in an ongoing way. For just $5 a month, supporters get private bonus concerts, behind-the-scenes updates, and a discount on any of my music. It's sort of like a fan club, but to Natalie, Avery, and me, you are more than just fans. You really are family. You can sign up with your card or even with a check in the mail at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. Thanks for all your support, and thank you for watching The Jason Coleman Show. Whoa! How about that little Frankie over there? I don't know if y'all could hear our drummer back here or not. Boy, he is really itching for a drum set soon. I feel like if we ever do a drum set in this house, life will never be the same, but we'll see. It may happen. So there you go, a little bit of Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Boy, that's a song right from my heart to yours, Natalie. It's a special song for you, isn't it? It's in a lot of movies and everything. It's in some of your favorite movies, I know. So a little bit from our class of '68 Floyd Cramer album there. And, oh, you gonna come say hi? Hi, little drummer boy. What are you doing over there? Are you playing the drums? He's playing the couch drums and the table drums and everything, weren't you? Was that fun?
This is cymbal and this is drum.
Oh, the table is the cymbal and the couch is the drum, of course. All right, we got a couple of more songs before it's Avery's turn.
Cymbal is a cymbal.
Good job. High five on that one. All right, you want to go sit with Mommy for a couple of more songs and then we'll get you.
Cymbal was the drum.
Okay, good job, bud.
Cymbal is a cymbal. The couch is drum.
So there you go, from class of 68. Again, here that's listed on Granddad's little post-it note of songs. And I meant to mention earlier, and I should mention it more often too. I know that a lot of you are watching this, when the premiere comes on live, but you also can watch these shows anytime after the fact on Facebook, but also this year on YouTube as well. In fact, what's cool about YouTube too is if you have a TV that has it's a smart TV that has YouTube built into it, or your cable box, or your Apple TV, or your Fire Stick, or whatever it is. A lot of times, if you have that remote, you can talk to, which is pretty cool. You can just say YouTube Jason Coleman, and you can watch these shows not just on your little device, but on your big TV. So that's been a cool new addition this year. That whether it's this show or any show from this year or last year, all of our Sunday shows so far are on Facebook and YouTube for you to watch, not just on Sundays, but anytime as well. So hopefully you'll continue to enjoy those for a while to come as we keep bringing them. So marching on through here from class of 68 now to class of 69. Wrapping up the 60s. Let's see if I can do this. This is a lot to manage today. I'm trying not to drop anything. Let's see. Whoop. Class of 69. Look at that portrait of Floyd Cramer right there from 69. So I'm going to play two songs from this album for you now. One of them was released by four guys from the UK that you might have heard of. The first one I'll play for you before that was written by Hal David and Burt Bacharach, and it was made most famous by Jackie DeShannon. It's called What the World Needs Now, and boy, doesn't it ever. All right, so every week we have our real star of the show who comes to prepare something especially for that week. And usually he's pretty well on theme. But we're reminded sometimes that Mr. Avery is, he's going to be 4 soon, but he is a 3-year-old. And sometimes when you're 3 years old, you just don't want to learn a new song and it just doesn't come together. And so that is A-okay, because Avery today is going to play for you one of his greatest hits, which is never a bad move. So would you please make welcome the valedictorian of the class. Here he comes, Mr. Avery Cramer Coleman. Hey, big boy, how are you doing?
I'm just on the orange train.
What is that orange train? Have you been playing with that with Mommy back there?
I'm playing the...
Well, you have an orange train. That means you have... What song should you play for us today about an orange train?
Hey, look, there's the trains.
Hey, what song should you play today? If you have an orange train, what song can you play?
Do you know a song about an orange train?
What is it? It's called the... Come here. It's called the... Orange...
Blossom Special.
Orange Blossom Special. You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna do it.
You got to sit on the left. Come here, come here. This is one of Avery's favorites, and I think one of your favorites too, so we're going to give it a whirl here. Avery's choice. So, you ready to go? All right, here, step beside me. You want to count it off? You got to do,
1,
remember? Got to do your left hand like that. Ready?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go. There we go. Awesome job, Avery! Woo, 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 woo. Good job, bud. Was that fun?
That was
It is never a bad call to play the Orange Blossom Special. Say, Mommy, come here.
Mommy, come here.
Oh, what fun we've had today. Here, let's make room for Mommy right here. How's it going back there, Mommy?
It's going great.
Boy, we've had a good time with the big drummer boy back here.
No, he likes drumming these songs.
I know.
He was in
It won't be long. We'll have the whole family band. Avery on drums, Mommy on her 60s flute, and then Daddy on the piano. We'll have all kinds of fun. So yeah, remember today we hit our class of 65 through 69, but next Sunday we're going to be finishing with part 2. What are you doing, Mr. Wiggleworm? Part 2 of our class of concert hitting the 70s next year. So we'll see you next Sunday for that. And remember, you can watch this anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or my website at jasoncolemanmusic.com. And we have all kinds of fun. It's been a great year, and I got all kinds of fun in store for what's coming up. Right, bud?
Right.
Right. All right, go back to your snack. Thanks, bud. Thanks, Mommy. And I'll leave you with one more song that is the top of the class. This, I guess, was about class of 1960, a song written by my granddad, Floyd Cramer, Last Date. You're listening to The Jason Coleman Show on WSM Radio.